Hello YouTube, today we're going to be doing a circuits problem without doing any math. We're just going to be looking at a circuit and see if we can figure out the answer to the problem by just looking at it through analysis. Let's see how you can do. So we're going to have to use our critical thinking and puzzle piecing skills, I guess, for this one. So we're trying to find the value of Ix, which is the current on that part of the circuit, and we have a current source going through this circuit here. So how can we analyze this? Well, we know here we got the 4 amps coming in this direction, right? But we're also given this right here, that 1 amp leaves on this part of the circuit. So what happens to the other 3? Well, since the circuit is in parallel, we have the other 3 amps leaving in this part of the circuit. Since 3 plus 1 is equal to 4, we know that this condition is satisfied. So that's how we figure out the current going through that direction. Now let's see what else we know. Well, check this out. This 1 amp current is flowing through this 4 ohm resistor. And across from it over here is another 4 ohm resistor. And notice these are in parallel. So since the 4 ohm resistor is in parallel with the other 4 ohm resistor, and we're given the current to be 1 amp for that 4 ohm resistor, that must be that the current is also 1 amp for the other 4 ohm resistor. Cool. So we found out what the current is here, and that is 1 amp. Again, it's because they're in parallel and have the same resistance, so they have the same current. So we got that down. Okay, next. Well, we got this 1 current here, or 1 amp and 1 amp here. Well, they will sum together at this node here to make 2 amps. So we got 2 amps coming through this way. But notice how we still have this missing area here, and this will actually flow all the way over here to be 2 amps. But this would also need to be 2 amps. Why? Because when they meet here, we'll have is equal to 4 amps, which is true because we got 4 amps of current going through this direction. So we just figured out all the current through each section of the circuit. But notice how we defined Ix to be in this direction, and our current is actually flowing to clockwise rather than counterclockwise. So that means we just say Ix is equal to negative 2 amps. And that's it. Look, you figured out this circuit problem by just following the flow of the current and seeing the relationships between resistors in parallel and kind of doing a puzzle to see where all the currents combine and add up. So just because you see a circuit, you might want to take a look at it before you jump straight into the math and see what you can figure out and deduce from the information shown. So I hope this helps. It was kind of a nice little mental exercise video, and keep practicing and keep studying your circuits.